So guys, Bizarre 1000 back here with another video. This is going to be about The Rock versus, I almost said The Rock versus Austin, but The Rock versus Cena. Is it real? Do they hate each other? Does The Rock really hate Cena? Does Cena really hate The Rock? Well, I've tried to dig in and find out answers for you guys. But the only thing I can come up with, a lot of people, some people say they get along backstage, some people say they legitimately hate each other, which a lot of people didn't catch the wrist thing, which I follow wrestling radio shows, I follow some dirt sheets, but I don't like to do spoilers, because spoilers suck. But a lot of people didn't catch this, but when that first promo with Rock cut his first Monday back, the week after Elimination Chamber, no one caught the fact that if you still have it on DVR, go back and watch. If you still have it recorded somehow, go back and watch. You can see The Rock's left hand. When he would do this, there was something on his arm. At first, it looks like a tattoo, but it's actually scribble on his hand. So that was kind of interesting. So if you never caught that, The Rock, when Cena came out, took his wristbands off, said, "I don't need my notes that I write on my wrist." And if you looked in The Rock's eyes, or go back and look on YouTube, you could see The Rock got pissed really fast, and he was mad, and he seemed like he was flabbergasted. A lot of people on here are going to say The Rock has been winning the last 2 weeks, but I look at it, John Cena's been winning. Last 2 weeks, it seems like John Cena has got the better of The Rock. Yeah, The Rock did a couple funny stuff, but John Cena just basically... To me, The Rock is coming off as a bully. And John Cena, I'm not a Cena fan, but for me, from my eye, the eye test shows me that John Cena is like the guy who was standing up to the bully. I mean, that's what it is to me. It's like, John Cena's like that new friend that everyone loves to hate. And there's that new guy who they never get along. And it's like, and someone else used the analogy of The Rock's like your cool, like some people who are from broken homes or whatever, but John Cena's like your stepdad who's always there for you, and The Rock's like your real dad who comes in and all these fancy cars and all that and takes you places, but in actuality, John Cena's the one who's always there. So, and I mean, I give John Cena respect and props. I don't like him. His moves have gotten better. It seems like ever since CM Punk called him out and they had their matches, I mean, John Cena, and he called him out as being a crappy wrestler, John Cena has really, stepped his game up in the ring, though. Which I will give him credit, even though with his 5 moves he's added a few more to his repertoire. I mean, now he starts, even in the video game, you can do the peekaboo move from the top rope, which is kind of cool. But this is Rock and Cena. Do they hate each other? I think this is some real heat. If not, if they don't really hate each other, then they fooled me. Because I'm not a huge mark for either guy. I'm not a fan of Cena or Rock. Rock is funny. Cena is funny. I always thought Cena reminded me of The Rock. Because they're both entertaining to watch. They're not Well, Rock is a better athlete, no question. But when Rock was around, I was always the Triple H fan. And then when Cena's been around, it's like when he first came out, when he was a rap guy, he was entertaining because I used to love to see what he would do. Because when he came out to the rap thing, it was like right after, or either right around the time or right after the time 8 Mile came out. And everyone was huge on 8 Mile, how the rap battles became huge and started blowing up everywhere. And to hear people get dissed, that was the time to watch people get dissed. I mean, have people just talking crap about each other. I remember Kurt Angle and Cena had a rap battle. It was funny. I mean, to me, to this day, The Rock has not cut, since he's been back, he has not cut one of his best promos ever. That's just me. I just don't think The Rock has done his best to do a great promo. Because I haven't heard the old Rock yet. I mean, it still's like we haven't heard the old Rock yet. It's like it's not there yet, in my opinion. I haven't heard The Rock who would just sit out there and just ad-lib on everything. I mean, what happened to the days when you see the backstage segments with him and Hurricane were freaking hilarious. You haven't heard him do, like, have someone come out and, like, I think it would have been a genius thing to do. Maybe they'll do it before the show. Have Daniel Bryan or somebody like that, or Dolph Ziggler, or Zack Ryder, I think would be hilarious. If he dates Zack Ryder, but he won't because he's too over. But Zack Ryder come out, like, hey Rock, I'm your biggest fan, and he's like, what's your name? It does, do the whole doesn't matter thing, and he's like, who the blue hell are you? Like, the whole that'd be funny. We haven't got the old, like, I want you to take this, like when he did it Monday, he almost did a version of it, where where he says, John Cena, you can take all your crap, turn that son bitch, and I was like, he used to be more patient and more. It was funny when he used to do, we're gonna take it, shine it up real nice, all that stuff, and that was like classic Rock. But we haven't really seen none of that since The Rock's been back. I mean, I'm not saying The Rock has lost his flavor, but The Rock for some reason can have everyone eating out of the palm of his hands. I mean, that's just how he is. But guys, this is Bizarre 1000. Does Cena and The Rock have real heat? I think so, yes. Because John Cena's made movies, The Rock's made movies. The difference is, The Rock's movie go to theater for more than a week. Cena's movies go straight to DVD. So, but you gotta think, as a wrestling fan, I kind of enjoy that. Because I'm glad DVDs go straight to DVD. Because then I can get them in like 2 weeks. I want to go see this new Edge movie. It looks kind of funny. I am way over my video, more than I want to, but guys, this is Bizarre 1000. The Rock vs. Cena, do they really hate each other? And my personal opinion on this is yes, they do hate each other. I don't think they like each other at all. I mean, to me, if I'm a mark, then call me a mark, but I really think there's legitimate heat between those two. I would hate to be who is this guy? The booker. I think it's either the booker or the agent who would have to sit down and work. Okay, now, work with how they're going to finish their match. How they're going to do in their match. That is going to be interesting. Because they're all going to want to hit all their moves. And this match is going to end up being a classic. You're going to see a couple rock bottoms. John Cena's going to kick out of the rock bottoms. The Rock's going to kick out of the attitude adjustment. The Rock's going to get put in that. For one thing that scares me, every time John Cena's in a WrestleMania main event against a big superstar, he usually ends up winning. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, I mean, The Rock maybe, and then maybe if Undertaker comes back for one more year, I mean, maybe he beats The Undertaker next year. But I don't think that would help Cena, though. I don't think The Undertaker should ever be defeated. I think he wins this year. That's another video, guys. Okay. But anyways, I think John Cena is going to actually win. Honestly, you look at this year's WrestleMania, the way it's looked. I think The Rock might actually win this. Simply because the heat between these two, I think they built it up too much, honestly. I think they moved too fast. I don't think they should have even done it last year, honestly. Because all those funny videos we got where you can't see me, peekaboo, they should have saved it for this year. Because think how much better it would be, because this is right now, maybe 2-3 weeks away from WrestleMania. There's not really that big of a build for, there's not really that cool, a lot of stuff that, like, man, I really can't wait to see this match. I mean, it's just stuff replayed over and over. Kind of disappointing, actually. Guys, 10-minute video. Bizarre 1000. I do think The Rock will win. Simply because, hear me out. Simply because the rumors going around, The Rock is signed to come back for SummerSlam next year, this coming year. And there's rumors that he might even be at WrestleMania next year to have a third match, because they're going to try to make this 3 straight. Like 3 matches. And say they had The Rock win, because The Rock is not going to lose in his hometown of Miami, Florida, which I kind of hope he does, because I'd rather see Cena beat him than The Rock win. Just because I'm not a Rock fan that much either. Uh-oh, Team Bring It's going to nail me. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm not a member of Team Bring It. I'm a member of Team... Nobody, actually. My people I like don't have a team, but still. Which I'd really be a member of a team that's more than one member, but still. Anyways, guys, but pretty much, I think you have The Rock win it, which I don't want him to, but he probably will. The Rock win at WrestleMania. John Cena win at SummerSlam. Then they have a third match at WrestleMania in New York. But guys, I'm way over my video. Have a good afternoon. I will talk to you later.